Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Won't you tell me your name? Ho. Okay. Alright, well, week 27. We're still not famous. Motherfuckers. Let's see. Oh, shit, we forgot to do the hot tub. After this, we need to go do the hot tub.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta go deal with that. And let's see, we're getting ready to go to Malvern Manor. That's this month of August. We're in the month of August. That's what we got going on this month is Malvern Manor. We just came back from the Meat Cutters Club
Yeah.
thingy.
Picnic, whatever
Yeah.
they call it.
Craig got wasted.
Totally.
Tried getting people to come over so they could drink more, but yet when he got home, he did exactly what I said he was going to do, and he passed out. And that's what he's doing right now. Sleeping.
Trash.
Sleeping at 7:18 in the evening. Oh, did you want that other beer, Dad?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll grab it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought that was for you.
No, I had one already. They're so addicting. They're delicious.
We're going to get some more, too. We're going to run kind of low.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll have to get some more. We gotta get some more tequila and grenadine, too. I mean, we got some more of the George Clooney tequila down there, but
No, let's get right
it's
here.
not as good as the Rocks tequila.
Can you get that at Hy-Vee?
Yep, it's where I had the last bottle. It was at Hy-Vee. Let's see, I worked the Lincoln Fair this weekend. That sucked ass. I will never, ever, ever do that again. That was no fun. It was
Boy,
hot.
that fucking storm was a motherfucker.
That storm saved my ass.
Fuck.
I was back home 2 hours before I was supposed to be off. That's how much that storm saved my ass.
Yeah, they're shutting it down quick.
Yes, thank
They
God.
said it on TV. That was Saunders County, right?
Lincoln, Lancaster.
Lancaster.
I was so glad to get out of there. Oh my God. That sucks so bad. I hate working fairs. There's a reason why I hated working the carnivals in Cass when I was working for the sheriff's department. Ugh. I fucking hated that shit, man.
King Corn Carnival.
No, the Cass County fair.
Oh.
The Cass County Fair. It was just they used to make us sit out there for hours in the heat in full uniform, just standing there. Oh, it sucks so bad.
What's bad out there right now?
It's not as bad as these were much worse. Yeah, so hot, so muggy, in full uniform. I was the only one wearing a vest, by the way. Everybody else, all those guys out there, they weren't wearing vests.
Why?
I don't know. They're retired, and I guess they care less now than they did when they were, full duty. Because these are all off-duty, retired guys. So for some reason, they care less after they retire, I guess. I have no idea. Maybe they're not obligated to do what their department says anymore because they don't work for them anymore. I don't know. But that was sucky. I did not like that at all. My face is still burnt from that shit. And yeah, we went to the meat cutters thing. There was we didn't.
Cool.
It was fun, but we didn't win anything. It was bullshit. The guy behind us won like every fucking thing on every ticket.
This fucking guy behind that.
So I'm talking about the guy behind us. I'm like, I'm gonna burn this fucking table down if you don't stop winning shit. We didn't win anything. We didn't win shit. Let's see what else is going on. Jaron got into Creighton.
Yeah.
So that's
He starts
a couple weeks, I think.
26.
Yeah, a couple weeks.
Yeah.
He should be getting his laptop soon.
You buying any clothes?
I have no idea. He just asked if I bought him any Creighton stuff. I told him to get on like Hollister and whatnot and check out all their sales. He can get a lot of good sales.
Yeah.
On Hollister and American Eagle. Let's see. Just off the whim shit. There's nothing politically. I mean, it's all just same old bullshit, isn't it?
Same old shit about the mask mandate. I don't know what's going to happen with that. I mean, they're still talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know what's going to happen there.
Yeah. Yeah, we got our ghost hunt this month, and then somebody sent me a thing on Facebook talking about the Missouri Penitentiary, and it was showing like all their dates are booked up but whatnot, but I'm just going to wait till after August, and then I'm going to call them because there's a number you can call. See if you can't see if we can't get, because they've got like all these like different times. Well, it's a 4-hour drive.
Yeah, I knew that.
So I'm not gonna travel 4 hours for a 3-hour tour. It's got to be an overnight or it's nothing at all.
Yeah.
So I will call and see what we can get lined
That's
up.
a long fucking. I used to make that drive.
I've been wanting to go to that penitentiary or go to a penitentiary, like do the gas chambers and like sit there doing by yourself and do the try to get some reaction or you watch people do it on TV all the time, but you want to do it, and I want to do it. So
yeah, I definitely want to do it.
Yeah, so we'll have to call them about that.
I can't wait for Malvern Manor.
Yeah, Malvern Manor, you mean?
Now, whatever call it.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good time. What else?
Been using my hot tub.
Have you? I haven't even been in that hot tub, and it's been so fucking hot. How do you even get in that thing? It's so hot.
I got early tomorrow. I get in there early.
Okay, yeah, you'd have to, I guess.
Yeah, it was about 6-8 degrees when we woke up.
If it's like in the 60s, it's fine. But anything over that, it's ugh, I can't do it.
I got into it for about an hour. Got into it.
Yeah, I can't do it. I got a bunch of gigs I gotta work here coming out this month and next month. Get this shit paid off so we can get our business going.
Yeah, you're getting pretty close, ain't you?
Fuck, I don't know if it's close, but I'm getting there.
You about got Citibank pretty much handled right now.
Yeah, we'll see. We will see. What else we got? We're gonna talk about some more Vietnam shit.
Yeah, I guess we can if you want to.
What are we gonna talk about?
I was going to talk about the Mountain Yard people.
What the fuck is a Mountain Yard people?
What it is
was that like the Ozark Hillbilly Hills Have Eyes kind of people?
No. They had their own village, and usually we use them for scouts, to scout. And you can always tell Mountain Yard people because they had around their mouth was purple, all purple, all the way around their mouth, and they ate this stuff called betel nut, and would turn their lips and stuff purple, And I think it's pretty. It never come out. I don't think it's pretty much like a stain, And
what is it? A plant or a bug or something?
It's a plant.
Was it sweet or was it?
Look it up in your computer.
Well, I thought that you were telling the story. You're supposed to be full of knowledge. Betel Nut Vietnam is exactly what pops up.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Take it. That's.
Yep.
What you're talking about.
Yep.
Okay,
What
so.
is it, a plant?
Chewing betel nut, betel, nut or nai tru in Vietnamese, is the chewing of the combination of a betel leaf, areca nut, and slacked lime paste. The taste is bitter and spicy. The mouth feels hot because of the slacked lime in the same way when you eat hot chili. So it's hot stuff. It's like some sort of hot. That looks like.
Looks like an orange.
Yeah. I think you put the lime with it though. Did you ever look at them? Did you ever see them?
No, I just see their mouth, and I just ask questions. What makes their mouth turn like that? Their lips and stuff like that turn purple. And the guy said, "This is a guy that's been in Vietnam for quite a while."
They're saying it's an addictive drug.
Is it addictive?
They're saying the world's most addictive drug, betel nut. Here's her hair.
All across southern Asia and the Pacific Islands, you'll see people chewing a big ball of something with red stains all over their teeth and spitting it on the ground.
You just get a bit of a kick, a rush, a bit of sweat.
It's called betel nut, or as the locals call it,
Why?
I've seen people
Why?
chew it in Myanmar, Sri Lanka, and Indonesia, but not even close to the level that I'm seeing here in Papua New Guinea. It's everywhere, and it's extremely addicting.
It's just become this, it's just spread throughout our country.
The locals on this island have a unique way of consuming it, with a mustard stick and a powder made of seashells and lime. And it has spread in recent years like wildfire. Boy is so dang popular that more than half of locals here chew it daily, from children to the elderly. What feeling does boy give you? How does it make you feel?
When I chew boy, I feel comfortable and happy. Boy keeps us active and happy all the time.
Do you do it every day?
Make you feel what?
How many times?
Happy
a day?
all the
How many
time.
different seeds?
Maybe 5 or...
It gives you a good day. Energy give you strength, stimulate your blood to, maybe talk too much. If there's no betel nut, you give them on Saturday.
The epidemic is causing oral cancer numbers to skyrocket.
Papua New Guinea has the highest rates of mouth cancer.
Oh shit.
Betel
That's
nut comes
cancer.
from the seed of the
That
areca
sucks.
palm. Its main ingredient is called arecaline, which affects the brain like nicotine. It's a stimulant that gives you euphoria, alertness, and happiness, and is highly, highly addicting. Despite the health issues that it brings, boy makes up a large part of Papua New Guinea's economy. It offers jobs to tens of thousands of people who have stalls on
So it's like basically selling cigarettes to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently it's addicting.
Yeah.
And it's cancerous. Causes cancer.
You know, like I say, you can always tell because their lip would be purple and stuff. So you can always tell mountain yard people. So and they made real good scouts too
Why did they make good scouts?
because they knew the jungle real well and they knew the Vietnamese, Viet Cong and stuff. They knew their ways and their
These are Vietnamese people, right?
yeah.
Okay.
But they're mountain yard. It's a tribe. It's like a tribe.
But what separated them from just regular Vietnamese people and all the little and their little villages and
Because
stuff?
they were mountain yard. They call themselves mountain yard people. And
But why though?
they're their own little entity. They're all by themselves.
Like Ozark people.
Yeah, like Ozark. Well, I guess you could say that. Like Ozark people.
Hmm.
So they stayed by themselves, and they had nothing to do with the Viet Cong. They hated them, so they track them down, and well, they help us track them down.
Were they violent in any way? Would they try to kill the Viet Cong?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah. They had long knives.
So they weren't peaceful people,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
But they supported your guys' side more
Right.
than the other.
Yeah, they liked us. We'd take care of their kids, if they got sick, bandages or shots or, infection and stuff like that. We'd always take care of the kids and take care of the people with our medics.
Hmm.
So that's why they liked us. And we'd give them food, stuff like that.
Hmm. I need to write this stuff down too. Write this down.
Stuffy in here.
It is. Shut the door.
You want to open it up?
Yeah, if you want. Yeah, it really makes their teeth look disgusting too.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it just turn everything purple. And their kids are around it so much, they wind up doing it themselves when they get old enough.
And they wrapped it. They wrapped it in a leaf. Yeah, when finished, spitting out the remaining mixture rather than swallowing it. Effects are stimulating and can be compared to a mild amphetamine dose.
It's like a narcotic.
Yeah, well, yeah. If it gets you high, yeah. Which is probably illegal here. Okay. So you dealt with the... What'd you call them again?
Mountain Yard people.
Mountain Yard.
Mountain Yard tribe.
Was there any other tribes or weird...
Oh, wow. Well, you're making me think now. Well, we had the dreaded South Koreans. You know, I don't know if I've talked about this. And
Why were there Koreans in Vietnam?
they were our allies, and they were pretty much using that place like like a war. You know, they can get in combat and stuff, and they were such fear. I mean, man, they were feared by the Vietnamese. I mean, Vietnamese scared. They were scared shit of a rock soldier, South Korean, and because they weird things to them. They'd cut them and just all different types of things they did to them, torture and stuff. Like at night, we'd set up a listening post, you know, and all around our position, and we have to be quiet, you know, because you want us to hear. If we heard something, then we would call in artillery, you know, and get the enemy. But South Koreans, they would make noise, get fires, everything. They didn't give a shit. They were hoping they would come in, the South Koreans, you know, hoping the Vietnamese would come in. But Vietnamese, the South Vietnamese, they were scared to death of them.
Wonder why?
Because they were just mean motherfuckers. And they would torture them and, you know, just do bad things to them. Really bad things. They were fearless. They didn't care.
So, and I take it when we fought the Korean War, we were fighting against North, not South? Is that the deal?
Yeah, we fought the North.
Right.
Right, the Chinese.
Right. You mean the Koreans?
Or the Koreans, I mean. Yeah, we fought the North.
Okay, but there wasn't
the
any...
Chinese wound up fighting for them, too. North Korea. See, we went in, and it was, I think it was MacArthur. You know who MacArthur was? Yeah. Well, he went in and pretty much got the whole situation taken care of. Was kicking the shit out of North Korea, but North Korea got Chinese as our ally, and totally almost whipped our ass. You know, because Chinese they just come over the hill and there were thousands of them attacking Americans. You know, and we just barely got out of that skirmish, and so that's why the Korean War went on so long, because the Chinese allied with the North Korea.
There was no other tribes or anything like that, so you can remember? Let's look it up. There's 54 ethnic groups. There's the Hmong people.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Cham.
None of those either.
Lahu.
No.
Thai. Yao. Lao. Bru. Hani. Hoa. Mayung. Vietnamese. There's nothing about mountain people, though.
Mountain Yard?
Yeah, there's nothing about mountain yard people.
You'll punch in Mountain Yard.
Oh, that's what I'm going to do next.
Mountain Yard tribe in Vietnam.
It's Montagnard.
Whatever. We call it Mountain Yard.
An umbrella term for the various indigenous people of the Central Highlands of Vietnam. The French term Montagnard signifies a mountain dweller and is a carryover from the French colonial period in Vietnam. In Vietnamese, they are known by the term, I can't even pronounce that, which means Highlanders. Although this term can also be applied to other minority ethnic groups in Vietnam, in modern Vietnam, both terms are archaic. Indigenous ethnic groups are referred to as the something, cannot pronounce that, compatriot or minority people. Earlier, they were referred to as pejoratively as the Moi. Sometimes the term Degar is used for the group as well. Most of those living in America refer to themselves as Montagnards, while those living in Vietnam refer to themselves by their individual ethnic group. Montagnards are most covered in English language scholarship for their participation in the Vietnam War, where they were heavily recruited by the Army of the Republic of Vietnam and its American and Australian allies. The Montagnards tended to be Christian at a higher proportion than of the Viet people, and the North Vietnamese were seen as propounding a heavily centralized state that would not value Montagnards' local priority or religious practices. How about looking at different tribes? "25 striking images of Vietnam ethnic groups." Bana or Banar, ethnic architecture is known for its towering communal house. Fuck you, pop-ups. That does not look like a Vietnamese person.
No, it don't. Think Papa's on.
Black Deo wear black trousers and jackets.
Most of those guys hung around Saigon.
Brau still follow custom of tooth filling and use heavily jewelry to create long hanging earlobes. Brew, people who live, these guys live in the woods. In the Quang Tri province. Quang Tri province. Cham, who are Muslims and speak their own dialect, live in south of Vietnam, including several thousands of the desert region of Ninh Thuan. She don't look Vietnamese.
No, she don't. She's probably mixed French.
Yeah, probably. The Co 2 people live in the lowlands and highlands of Quang Nam province of central Vietnam. For centuries, the men wore a costume made from tree bark fibers. Dao Man people farm rice terraces in the breathtaking mountainous part of North Vietnam, listed in the UNESCO as the world's natural heritage site. Is that in the area we're in?
Mm-hmm. Where?
In northern Vietnam, in the mountains?
No, we was in South.
South.
Yeah, we never.
Adi. Women wear long sarong, while men wear lion cloth and pullover vests. He doesn't look Vietnam either.
Yeah.
Vietnamese. Hmong Well, these look like the people you would have encountered, wouldn't it?
Pretty much. But we didn't. We mainly worked for the Arvin Army, you know, which was South Vietnamese Army, and we never. These tribes, we never counted none of those tribes. I never did.
This lady is the last woman still making traditional Odu skirts in her village.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see anybody with those?
Nope. 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 Yeah, I've seen those.
Romam. Traditional costumes remain as no one creates them anymore. Doesn't say what. Oh, the Ramam village. Didn't realize how many villages there were in Vietnam. Okay, what else you got?
Well, I remember 1970, we got the permission from our army, our higher ups, to go into Cambodia. See, we couldn't go into Cambodia
How come?
because it was Cambodian people. Cambodia, we weren't allowed there to go into their country. But that's where the Ho Chi Minh Trail run up through, and that's where all the supplies, ammunition, guns, and stuff were on the Ho Chi Minh Trail. So we couldn't go in there into Cambodia. So they had a free run.
So they allowed the Vietnamese people to go in there and do that.
They allowed us. Yeah, they let the Vietnamese people.
They let the enemy go in.
Right.
But they wouldn't let you.
Right.
And why is that? Did Cambodia not like...
Evidently they didn't. I don't know all the details about it, but we weren't allowed to go into Cambodia. It was a no-no. But then we got the okay in 1970 to go into Cambodia, and all I can remember is I was on my belly more than I was on my feet because fucking rounds were going over the top of me, and it was just fucking crazy, man. I mean, it was just total chaos. Killing, shooting, killing, shooting, killing. You know, it was just for days and days. And finally, my time was up. So they come out and let me go back in to my base camp, and I processed out. But while I was out there, it was terrible, man. Guys were dying left and right, all around me, and artillery shells going off. Oh fuck, it was bad.
From Cambodia?
No, we were shooting our artillery in there, in camp, to reinforce us, our artillery, and it was going off all the way around us,
But from the trail?
No, from the south side. We were shooting the 105s, 155s. We're shooting in there to support us going into Cambodia.
But they were shooting from Cambodia?
No, they were shooting from the south
Oh.
into Cambodia. And then we had the Phantom jets come in, strafe, and napalm and fucking artillery rounds going up with white phosphorus for cover, for just like smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, but didn't that burn?
White phosphorus, yeah, we got close enough, it would. We use it. They use it for like as a spotter. Because I was FO, you bring it in because you can see the smoke. So you know you're there. So if you know not to correct yourself. Now, in other words, say drop 200. That's too much. Just drop the 100, and then another one would come in. Then it would come in, and they say drop another 100. Then another one would come in, and then they say, and that's where you wanted it at. So he said, then fire for effect. That's all 7 guns shooting at the same time.
Did they ever make it through?
Cambodia?
Yeah, I mean, did
They pulled them out though. Yeah, it was on like a window, like a short time. Look it up in your phone.
Why? These are your stories.
Well, Cambodia. Well, it happened in 1970. You know, I know. I got my ass out of there. They pulled me out. I went back home.
Was there only one time that they were in Cambodia?
Yeah. Cambodia, 1970.
Cambodia invasion?
Yeah.
The Cambodian campaign, also known as the Cambodian incursion and the Cambodian invasion, was a brief series of military operations conducted in eastern Cambodia in 1970 by South Vietnam and the United States as an extension of the Vietnam War and the Cambodian Civil War. So you were just in the tip part of it, or what?
Yeah, tip part of it.
Like you were part of the entry team. Is
Right.
that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Looks like it's between April 29th and July 22nd. Went on a few months. And by the U.S. forces... Oh, wait. No, by the U.S. forces between 1st of May and 30th of June.
Different time.
Yeah, the government allowed opportunity to destroy the bases in 1970. Oh, that's a lot of reading.
Yeah, don't go through all that. All I remember, it was just hell on wheels, man. It was like the world coming to an end.
Yeah, okay, what was the aftermath here?
They were waiting for us.
That's a long aftermath conversation here. What the fuck? Holy shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't go too much into it.
Looks like Nixon maybe pulled them out.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, because it says Nixon here. Well, it says Nixon proclaimed that the incursion to be the most successful military operation of the entire war. Interesting. That's a lot of reading.
Yeah, no shit.
That was a lot of reading. So was it just you that got pulled out, or was...
No, well, at the time it was just me, because my orders come down and they pulled me out of the field, and I went back to camp and I got turned in my rifle and turned in my pistol. I didn't supposed to have a pistol, but I had one anyway. I turned it in. And then I remember we called it was Loach. It was a small helicopter. You know, it's real small, not like a Huey or a Cobra. It was like a small, we called it a Loach. And what happened, you would go over the top of the trees, you know, and you swear, because really it was really maneuverable, you know, and it was whip around like that. And the Cobra's helicopters was one of the badass motherfuckers, boy, they were right over. They were close. And so if the loach would get get shot at, the cobra would come in and blast that area. And the cobra had miniguns. They had rockets. And they had they had everything, man. It was just one mean motherfucker, boy.
Did Vietnamese have any aircrafts?
No. They had artillery though, but they weren't very good at it. And mainly they had rockets. They shoot rockets. They shoot at a base camp.
Did they have like tanks and shit?
No. Wait a minute, I'm lying to you. Because there was one battle of tanks, our tanks against the North Vietnam tanks. Of course, they got their ass kicked. But there was one battle that I know of. It happened.
And were you in that one?
No. We heard about it, though.
Oh.
And
No
anyway,
choppers, no tanks.
Mhm.
No choppers and really no tanks.
No, they didn't have nothing really. They were. That's why I say it's like they say we lost the war, but the biggest thing on the American side, the biggest thing was body count. That was the biggest fucking thing, was body count.
Mm-hmm.
They lie, and you turn in 150 killed. They put in 350. So higher the body count, the better they more justified the war, and they were how victorious they were. In other words, you look at pat myself on the back.
When did that come out? When did that truth come out?
The truth.
The truth about them doubling the body count.
Oh, just here recently. It's happened. It just when we left Vietnam, and years later, and a lot of guys would come up and would say, like body count. That was the most important thing, was body count.
Mm-hmm.
And they would exaggerate the body count. Why they did it, I have no idea. I could say just that a boy type of thing, a pat on the back.
They wonder why we don't trust them.
Yeah, we don't get me wrong. We got into a ground attack. It was maybe 2 or 3 of us would get killed, and hundreds of Vietnamese would get killed. And how they would do the Vietnamese, the North Vietnamese wasn't any better. What they would do, they all wore belts, and they would grab hold of their belt and then pull they're dead, and pull them and make a shallow grave and bury them, for we couldn't get their body count. So they were just as bad.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't want us to have
No,
this.
they didn't want us to know how many people they killed.
Well,
we killed.
yeah, but didn't they know they were doubling the fucking numbers?
No, they didn't know. They had no idea about
Well, but then obviously they know about the body count, though.
that. They knew about the body count. They knew that it was important to them to get the body count. But like I say, we would fudge the body count.
Huh. What about this this whole invasion thing that you were talking about with Joe? That somebody got caught?
You mean the My Massacre?
Yeah, whatever it was. Yeah, tell me about the massacre.
The My Massacre was Lieutenant Calley, and he supposedly, how the story went, he went to this village and just killed everybody. Men, women, children, everybody. And the way I take it, somehow it got leaked to a guy, somebody in the United States, that it got leaked to him, and he pursued it and found out, you know, about the massacre, about the Munai massacre, Lieutenant Cowley, you know, and
That was a lieutenant that did it?
yeah, it was just a lieutenant, and they had a trial. I mean, way back then they had, you can look it up if you want. They had a trial with Lieutenant Cowley. He got off though. You know, he never got, nothing ever happened to him.
How did he get off?
He justified. It was justified. Justified killing.
Why was it justified to kill children and women?
You didn't know who was the enemy, who wasn't the enemy. Well, like us, we were told this village was infested with NVA and Viet Cong. So we would roll in and just start blasting. You know, just everything and everybody. Just blast them.
But was it good intel, though?
No.
Did you trust the
good
intel?
Yeah. And maybe there was tons of Viet Cong and NVA in there. Maybe there was. I mean, there probably was. But, you know, when you go into a situation like that, you don't know who's good. You don't know who's for you or who's against you. You don't know.
So if you guys had an intel that there was Viet Cong or the NVA in there,
Right.
you would just go in there and just blast people. There was
Just
no
blast people.
There was no checking the huts or anything like that. It was literally just killing everybody.
Well, we would send people in there, scouts and stuff, you know, and for them to scout around and stuff. But they'd always come out and say, yeah, it's infested with NVA or Viet Cong.
Yeah, but how did they know that? How did they make it out of the village without being shot dead themselves?
They went in there like there was a nice guy, you know. Went in there as you know, I'm not for the Americans. I'm just here. You know, I want to talk to you guys or whatever. But you know, then they would come out and say the place was. They would come out and said they got intel from them, the villagers, some of the village, and said that yeah, it was infested with NVA and.
But if he was just going in there as a nice guy, just as not a soldier, why the fuck would they tell them or tell this guy that they had during a war?
Right.
And why would they tell him that they're hiding the enemy? That makes no sense to me.
They would. They would have arms. They say they've got caches of AK-47s, caches of RPGs, caches of rockets.
That makes no sense. Like whatsoever. Why would they tell some strange American that they're fighting against? I mean, did you guys kill everybody and then go in there to find out? Yeah, it's true. I mean, did you go in there and confirm it?
Well, no. I mean, I really would go by what their recommendation. You know, we would had intel, you know, through the generals and.
I mean, you guys were just doing what you're told. I get that.
Right, we were done what I told, but we got intel from the higher ups, that was infested with NVA and Viet Cong.
And didn't they want you to confirm it too? I mean, if you're gonna go ahead and just kill everybody in there,
they confirmed it. They confirmed it.
No. After you guys killed them.
Oh,
I mean, did you go in there and go?
I have
yep,
no idea.
there's.
After that, I have no idea what happened. They didn't tell us nothing.
So you just done
what we were told.
So you guys just shot a village up.
Just blew them up.
And you don't know if a foot troop went in and.
I don't know. It wasn't our job. We was done what we were told.
From the outskirts of the village.
No, from the higher ups.
No. What you guys, when you're on the out? I mean, how did you guys go in and kill people? I mean, did you just do it from the outside and just start shooting in?
No, we just
RPGs, or what are we talking about?
No, we didn't have RPGs.
Or whatever. I mean,
we had laws. We would go in with tanks, APCs, you know, and just go in there and just mow it down, mow the village down.
And when you say mow it down, what do you mean by mowing it down?
Rolling over everything.
You didn't shoot anything?
Yeah, we shot everything.
Okay. And then you guys just drove on out to the sunset, and foot crews came in and did whatever.
Pretty much.
You were never curious?
It wasn't my job to be curious. I had nothing to do with that.
I'm just curious to know if you were curious.
No, I just done what I was told. They told me to go here and do that, and I went there and done that.
Well, what about now though? I mean, does that make you curious now?
Yeah, it kind of it makes me feel bad, and made me feel bad at the time because Milai massacre already happened, and yet again we went in and done almost the same thing.
So you guys heard about this massacre?
Milai?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you heard about the trials and everything from where you were at?
No trials.
Years after.
Oh, times later. It's back in the States that happened. The trial.
It just seems fishy to me that, I would be curious to know. Were there really these enemies in there? Because why wouldn't they just blast this guy?
Well, we'd get RPGs slammed at us, rockets on top of us, and AK-47 shot at us. We were just pretty much shooting back. They were shooting us, and we were shooting back at them. But we just went over.
I'm talking about these villages, though.
That's what I'm talking about. The RPGs would come out of the village. Out of the village.
Okay,
and,
well, that's kind of a confirmation on your own right there.
Yeah, AK-47s and rockets, they were shooting at us. So we would just roll over them.
Oh, well, you didn't say that.
Yeah. Sorry, that's what I meant. That's what I meant to say. But we were getting fire from them first, and then we were told to go in.
Okay.
And
I still don't understand how this rando guy just walks into a village full of enemies, acts like just a dumb American, and they tell him everything. That still doesn't make any sense to me.
They were South Vietnamese.
I thought you said it was one of you guys.
No,
one of your
the
soldiers.
South Vietnamese.
I thought it was one of you guys.
No, they don't trust us.
Well, that's what I was questioning.
What the fuck are you talking about?
That's what I was questioning. I was like, why would they trust an American?
South Vietnamese.
That makes more sense.
They were intel. They were intel. They'd go in and scout everything out, and they would find out that it's fested with NVA and Viet Cong.
Okay, and that makes more sense.
Right, and then we would get then it would go to the higher. The higher ups already had that intel already.
That just confirmed it.
Right, they just confirmed it.
Oh, okay.
And then we started going in, then that's when we got hit. RPGs, AK-47s, rockets, everything was coming at us.
And anything specific that you remember from any moment of doing that?
No, all I know is that I was on the 60 caliber, and I just started blasting everything. Hooches, and, we had snipers in the tree. Now I blast them out, and I just everything. It was just total chaos. Half the time you didn't know what you were doing. Half the time, you were just shooting. And they had bunkers set up there, and they were shooting at us with RPGs.
Were they coming out from underneath the ground and shit too?
They were in small bunkers.
Yeah, like you see on TV when they're like underground and shit.
No, that's the mountain.
No, I'm talking about like when they dig a hole in the ground and they put like that material over the top and they just pop up out of the ground.
No.
In the
I
villages.
didn't see none of that. No. The only thing I seen like that, remotely like that, is punji sticks.
Interesting.
That's Hollywood.
So they didn't have the little holes in the ground covered up with like those straw things? No?
Nope. They just started lobbing rockets at us and shooting at us with AK-47s and RPGs. Blowing the shit out of some of our tanks and APCs. Blowing the shit out of them.
Now, what were you doing when you were shooting at them? Were you saying anything or...
Were we conversating with each other?
I mean, you see on TV where they get all dramatic, like, come on, motherfucker, do you want some? Do you take some? Were they doing any of that?
I just started shooting.
You didn't say anything?
No, I just shot. I killed them before they killed me.
But she didn't, like, say anything like, come on, motherfucker?
No.
Nothing like that?
No.
Why not?
Just never did. Never had the inkling to do it. No, you just kill or be killed.
Did you learn any Vietnamese while you were over there?
Any language?
Yeah.
No, just like Buku Dickie down.
What the fuck is that?
You're crazy. Crazy guy. And, what else? Just a few phrases, that's all. You know. And,
Around all those Vietnamese people, and you never learned anything.
no. No. Not even my girlfriend. I had my girlfriend, you know, she spoke perfect English. You know. And, if I needed anything, she'd go get it for me. You know, she's my hooch girl.
And why did they all speak perfect English back then?
Because they worked on our base as, you know, they would they'd have so many GIs they worked for, you know, and they had to speak English.
Yeah, but I mean, it sounds to me like a lot of them knew English.
A lot of them did.
So why though? Because obviously they didn't anticipate this war.
No,
So
they just learned.
But why English?
Because the GIs.
Yeah, but they didn't have the GIs down there 10 years before the war, did they?
Huh?
They didn't have GIs there 10 years before the war.
No,
did
they just learned over a period of time. They learned to speak English. They knew French. Some of them knew French. Because French was there before we were. And they knew French.
That's a cool language to learn.
Yeah.
Okay. What other stories you got?
Well, let me see if I can read my own lousy handwriting here.
We're at an hour. Do you want to save some of the
Yeah,
other
let's
stories
save some for next time.
for another time?
Yeah,
Because you got I think you got 3 or 4 stories there.
yeah.
And I mean, I think we were really getting into this last conversation.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't making any sense to me. I'm like,
No,
why the fuck would they send an American in there?
Explain it right to you because you thought we just went in there with no remorse or anything, just go in there and start killing everybody.
Yeah,
that's what you thought.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but we were told from the higher ups on their intel from the Vietnamese that it was infested with Viet Cong and NVA.
So that makes more sense.
Then we started to go in, and they started shooting at us with AK-47s, rockets, and RPGs.
Right.
So we went in and just rolled over them.
And
My Lai massacre he told his men to kill everybody.
Which is what you guys did anyway, without the
Not us.
Right?
No, we wasn't near nothing like the My Lai massacre because the My Lai massacre nobody was shooting at the men, and you know
it was just a normal village.
It was a normal village, and Lieutenant Kelly went in there. I don't know all the specifics about it. Well, I know he supposedly killed women, kids, children. You know, just massacred them.
I just don't understand how he got off. If he
got off.
Rando just
Some got off, boy.
And they didn't do the trial until well after you were gone.
Huh? Yeah, after a while after that. Look it up.
I'll look it up later.
Yeah.
What did you guys do with the bodies once everybody was dead? Was it like the movies where you put them in a big ass pile?
You know, they cover them up with newspaper. Yeah, cover the dead bodies up with newspaper.
Why?
I had no idea. That's what we did, and some of them were so bad. I mean, it was terrible. Some of them got blowed away, you know. And you couldn't make head nor tails out of them. They were so mangled. And we would dig holes and put them in the holes and then cover them up. With the plows, the Rome plows, the caterpillars and stuff like that, you make holes and they put them in there and cover them over.
You guys did that?
No, we didn't. There were special guys that did that.
Oh.
We didn't do things. I mean,
I'm just picturing like this pyramid of bodies, like what you see on TV.
like on what is it? There's a couple of Vietnam movies.
Isn't it like Platoon or something like that had that?
Yeah.
Where they put them like in a pyramid of bodies and shit.
Mhm.
Did they ever do that?
No.
Well, then Oliver Stone's a liar. Liar.
Well, I think that's Hollywood. It's not real life. That's Hollywood.
Yeah, but Oliver Stone fucking served in Vietnam.
Yeah, he got a Bronze Star with a
Yeah,
device too.
Yeah, we freaking based a lot of the stories on his experiences.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You got the rain, man. He was when he showed the rain. It rained all the time. When in monsoon season, fucking rained all morning, noon, night, daytime, nighttime, every time. It just rained all the time.
They have lightning storms and shit there.
No, not lightning storm, just rain.
Stupid. They said they didn't have like thunderstorms and tornadoes and shit.
No, I've seen none of that shit.
Okay, well, freaking mountain people.
Huh?
Is that what you call them?
Mountain yard people.
Mountain yard.
What do they call? What do they call them in the computer?
Mountain
or
mountain guard or
but they were
Mon guard or
yeah, but they were mountain people though.
yeah, that's what they said they referred to them as mountain people.
We call them mountain yard. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm gonna label this video: mountain yard people of Vietnam.
Yeah.
All right. Well, next week we'll definitely fit in some more stories that he's got written down here about the Vietnam, and then
I just like I told you, I forgot so much. I was talking to Joe earlier, and I remembered a lot of things.
right.
But now I forgot a lot of things between then and now. That's the way my memory is. It's like
Oh, I'm the same way.
Snap, trap, bam.
If I don't write it down, I'll forget it.
Yeah, I forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I get to talking about it at length, then I remember things.
Right.
You know, then I can tell you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go deal with the hot tub.
Yeah, let's get that
Get it
out
all
of the way.
cleaned out. All right. Until next week.
Peace.
Bye.